Hey peeps, Dhylles Victoria here. Hope all is well. Your brand development and empathetic life coach. I work with wellness professionals, holistic professionals, healers, practitioners, Reiki healers, energy workers, people like that. So what I do is if they're struggling to connect with their ideal clients, I help them by identifying their personal transformation journeys that are so profound and powerful and turn it into their brand story to market it so that they can build trust with their ideal clients and create income. So I was talking to a client earlier this morning and I checked up on her to see how she was doing, and she says today she's struggling with her next steps and she's feeling confused, doubtful, and paralyzed. So immediately I knew that's the imposter syndrome kicking in, because it happens when you're about to embrace on something different and something new in your life. You're breaking a pattern or a cycle from having the imposter syndrome to knowing that you're an expert in your craft, you're an expert in all that you do. So, for my fellow entrepreneurs and my clients or my potential clients who are wellness, holistic practitioners, professionals, industry leaders, so on and so forth, when you're embarking on something new, a new service, a new product, shifting the way that you are working your business, the way that you want to expand your business, the imposter syndrome will pop up. The fear will pop in. The anxiety will pop in. But that's because your spirit is getting excited about what's to come. You may not know what's going to take place on the other side of when you make that decision to say, okay, fuck it, I'm going to jump, I'm going to stretch. And so get excited about what's to come. I know when I was being pulled on this journey to what I was doing before as a virtual assistant to really stand up and show up and show out as a brand development expert. And I know storytelling is my area of expertise. I know empathetic life coaching is my area of expertise, and working with industry leaders and wellness leaders and practitioners and so on and so forth was the path. And it scared me. It really scared me. I had to jump on a phone with a friend of mine and say, like, shit, this is fucking scary. But I know that this was my calling, and I know that this was my purpose, and I know that I had to stretch myself. I know that I had to expand myself. Even when it came to my photo shoot, picking the colors, the beautiful photographer Darla Phoenix Divine Photography really helped pull out the colors and pull out the pictures and everything out of me, because I was nervous. And so I say this all to say, even if you're scared, if the imposter syndrome is hitting you hard, even if you have self-doubt, even if you have this paralyzing emotion and energy about you that you don't know what the next step is, lean into that. Lean into that. Instead of running away from the emotions and feelings, sit with the emotions and feelings and say to yourself, okay, self, I know that we're scared. I know that this is a huge step, but it's going to be beneficial in the long run. Let's just do it. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, know that all things will work itself out, because it always does. You have no idea what is going to take place on the other side. You have no idea of the success that you're about to experience in your life. You got to take that jump. You got to take that leap of faith. Like Lisa Nichols says, who's a motivational speaker, when you're looking at the edge, you're not going to know if you're going to fly or fall. But you owe it to yourself to fly. You owe it to yourself to also fall, because falling and failure is part of the journey as well. I've fallen so many times as a businesswoman and entrepreneur. I've had to go back to the drawing board millions of times. There were times where my products, my services, my offers were shit. And I had to sit with that, and I had to ask myself, okay, like, what can I do to make this much better, more profound? I even went and got courses. I took courses. I spoke to other people who were in my industry. I did all the things to perfect my craft. And now I have 7 clients going on 8 or 9, right? And so don't allow that to discourage you. Here are 3 things that you can set up for yourself. And this is one of the things I learned from my previous business coach, Linda Louise Larson, who is on all types of social media. Follow her. She's amazing. I did a 2-hour free course that she was hosting. And the one thing that I learned from her is when you are promoting or marketing your services, always have what the struggle is from your client. I know that with my clients, the struggle is that they're having a hard time connecting with their ideal clients. So I come in as the expert and I help them by helping them to craft the personal transformation into their brand story to market it, because that's the best effective way to do it. As a wellness and holistic practitioners, healers, industry leaders, or whatever the case may be, your audience wants to know that you've been through some shit in order for you to help them. Because if they come to you and you don't understand what they're talking about, you don't understand what they've been through because you never experienced it, they're not going to work with you. So that's one thing that she talked about. You talk about the struggle. The other part about that is identifying your profound stories. You got to tell some stories that are so profound and powerful that you went from point A to point Z and you created the formula about it. You created the formula around this transformation in order for you to get to where you are. And then the third thing is crafting the brand story itself and the techniques of marketing it in such an amazing, beautiful way. And so that's what I offer as an expert, and that's what I do for my clients. And on the empathetic life coaching side, what I do is, perfect example, this client right here is having a hard time because she feels paralyzed, imposter syndrome, doubt is kicking in. So now the empathetic life coach in me kicks in because I told her this happens especially when you're about to embark on something in your life that will change your life. Because what we're creating and crafting together for her business will change her life exponentially on a personal level, on an emotional level, a mental level, a spiritual level, all of it. All of it. So she's stepping outside her comfort zone. And so I'm going to give her flowers and tell her, I celebrate you. I'm so proud of you for taking a step in your life to better yourself so that you can better the lives of other people. And so that's how I do this. So again, if you are having a hard time connecting with your ideal clients as a wellness holistic practitioner, professional leader, that falls under the category of Reiki master, energy healer, yoga instructor, anything that deals with health, wellness, mind, body, spirit, health, mind, body, heart, spirit, those are my clients. And if you're having a hard time with that, here's the three things again. Know what your client is. First of all, know who the hell your client is, your target audience. And I help with that too. Knowing who your target audience is, what they're struggling with, what solutions you can offer them, and also to identifying your personal transformation journey and what that looked like and how that is able to help your clientele by crafting it into your brand story so we can market it in a certain kind of way. So just wanted to create this video to talk to my clientele or potential clients that may be interested in working with me. And I always share my story. If you see on any of my social media, you'll share my story from being abused to narcissistic abusive relationship to being an author, how that came about, all of the things. I talk about everything because I'm very authentic and transparent and real and raw. And it's important for me to share because I have to practice what I preach. I can't just be like, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. I'm not doing it. And that's the reason why I did my photo shoot. That's the reason why I shifted and crafted my logo, because everything needs to line up. Just like I tell everyone, I got to embody everything that I do as well. Look at the nails. So if you need assistance in that area, please hit me up at dhylesbrandcoach@gmail.com or go to my website, dhylesbrandcoach.com. I am here to assist you personally as well as professionally.